He was one of the most mixed up individuals I've ever known. Psychiatrists would have had a field day with Ray.
It was outrageous the way he would haul off and slap me if he thought that I disapproved or was getting ready to leave in any way. He was going to straighten me right out.
Sugar Ray Robinson, pound for pound, the greatest fighter to ever walk the planet. Some will tell you it's Muhammad Ali, but a lot of people know he emulated his style from Sugar Ray Robinson. He was the first fighter of his kind to really transcend the sport. Even though Sugar Ray Leonard, patterned his style out there and took his name, as well as Sugar Shane Mosley. Mosley was the guy that pretty much fought like Ray Robinson and actually resembled him. But no one really came close to the lifestyle of Sugar Ray Robinson more than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And that's what they don't want you to know. Here's the reasons that they are so compatible with their lifestyles and the things that they went through and the things that they're going through, that it's almost like a 180 that they're doing now. With this, all of a sudden, the things that they claim they love about Sugar Ray Robinson, they hate when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He did the same exact things, from the showbiz, from the entertainment factor, all the way down to the business side and the business aspect of boxing. Ray Robinson and Floyd Mayweather have a lot in common that the average human being doesn't know.
You give me the impression that you rather enjoy your work, is that right?
No, just the opposite, Ed. I've never enjoyed boxing. It's just a business with me, and I know I've never enjoyed it.
He just did it for the money. Get you out of the situation that you're in, stop your mother from working, poverty, better things of life. And that's what he did it for.
We don't know what the future holds for Floyd Mayweather. You just never know. But as of right now, I'm going to spend time with my family. Take at least 24 months off to see if I still really want to box again.
You are suggesting that you may not fight again?
That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what I really want to do. Kind of bored with the sport of boxing. Been bored with the sport of boxing for a long time.
When he went on his famous European tour in 1950, he took 9 people with him and 53 pieces of luggage. And as he was boarding the Liberty, which was the name of the steamship that was to carry him to Europe, one of the stewards said, Ray Robinson and his entourage. And he thought, boy, that's a pretty neat word. So he started using it himself.
Now, Robinson didn't tour like the average fighter because he wasn't the average fighter. He was boxing royalty, and he saw himself as a king. The entourage consisted of a chauffeur, a valet, his personal golf pro, a barber, even a court jester to keep him in a good mood.
Right now, live into the Sky Sports studios, we simply cannot wait to meet him, and loads of you have emailed us your questions via the text. Which Merc is he in? That's the question. 3.
It's like the president arriving, isn't it?
4 is the people carrier. I'm going, there's 2 people carriers. So
I'm going for the middle
fine.
Mercedes. What about you?
That's fine vehicle so far. It's not easy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. though.
He's about. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. has, look at the size of that bodyguard. He has arrived. Understated hoodie top. Tell you what, he doesn't look too happy, was it? I think one of his bodyguards has just awoken him in a rather spectacular fashion. Like, Floyd, you're on.
As in crashed into his car, which happened a few moments earlier, which we didn't show you on camera, but there was much confusion in the car park a little earlier on. But look at that entourage. This is the way that Floyd Mayweather Jr. likes to live his life. In the limelight, I suspect.
To the 1951 middleweight title fight with Lamar, Robinson's record was 120 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws.
loved people around him. And when they weren't there, he was depressed. When they were, of course, he was elated.
I don't think that he was necessarily lonely. I think that the entourage gave a little bit more credence to his ego. And God, he had an ego.
Oh, lights, camera, action, baby, and we back. We back at y'all. I'm coming to y'all live. Check this out. This is my man Ray J. Yeah. This is my co-host today, Ray J. Of course, you know how he do, man. We take things to the next level. Yes. Of course, Tanya, my new guest. Speak the language, man. Say hi. Tell her. She's shy. She's a little shy. That's right. That's right. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Bring me to my world. Yeah, you can come up. Yes. No. Come into my world. Bring it closer. Slide my camera closer. This is the guest. This is my new guest on my show. She's absolutely gorgeous, unbelievable, and we take things to the next level. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all before.
Called everybody by the nicknames. Never would call them by their name.
My name was Neck, N-E-C-K. I had a skinny neck. My sister's name was Lard, L-A-R-D, because she was fat.
He always called me Henry, and my name is not Henry.
George Gainford, who was his manager, he called him the Emperor, and he called me Sarge. That's the nickname he called me.
He'd say, Sarge, go get this for me, or go bring the car around the corner for me, Sarge.
I'd never seen such a gorgeous car. It was pink with little, gold dots in it. What a car that was. And I said, I got to get me one of them.
I saw him one night driving down Broadway, and he was driving the car, waving at 43rd Street and 44th Street, and people were screaming from the sidewalk at him.
If that car moved anywhere on any avenue, everybody stopped. It stopped traffic. People stopped. They gaped and looked, and everybody would say, "Oh, that's Sugar Ray Robinson. That's Sugar Ray Robinson."
Y'all gotta back up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
No, you gotta have to get though. Baby who?
Rizzy.
Yo.
That's somebody else. It's totally different,
know
man.
Jackie Rizzy. What's up, baby? Yep. Bring that Rolls Royce too. Bring the other Rolls Royce.
Most, if not all, of boxing was controlled by organized crime. The mob ran it. Frankie Carbo, who had been a member of Murder Incorporated, was the brains behind it all. And he had henchmen like Blinky Palermo, who operated in Philadelphia, who helped keep everybody in line.
I didn't realize that people could be so easily intimidated. I didn't realize people could be killed so easily, or threatened to be beat up, and threatened to get their legs broken and their arms broken. And these are things I heard about.
We know from Robinson's own lips that several times gangsters went to him in this period and just said, we don't want you to take a dive. Just carry this opponent or carry that opponent 10 rounds. We'll just bet the fight goes the distance.
During Ray's training for the LaMotta fight, he got a call one day from a man who identified himself as, "This is Mr. Gray." Now, Mr. Gray, of course, was Frankie Carbo. His first words to Ray were, "I represent the bull." Well, the bull was Jake LaMotta. And Carbo wanted him to set up the deal with LaMotta where LaMotta would win, Ray would win, and then there'd be a third fight that anybody could win. And Ray just said, "I'm sorry, but that's the way I don't do business that way." And that was the end of it.
It was a pretty courageous thing for Ray to do at the time, considering that Carbo was the biggest power in boxing.
He was a pioneer in what he did. He was his own man. I respect him for him. George Gainford was his manager, but Ray was his man. He always called the shots. He was like Kurt Floyd in baseball as it is to boxing. If the fight wasn't right, he wouldn't fight.
Due to difficulties with the International Boxing Club and the television people, we rescheduled it for December the 12th.
If a promoter was promoting a Ray Robinson fight, he never really believed the fight was going to happen until Robinson was in the ring and they rang the bell. Because because if he didn't feel right physically, he would pull out. If he wasn't satisfied with the financial negotiations, he might pull out. You never knew when Robinson was going to fight until he was in the ring.
The effect Doyle's death had on him is what made him realize that every time he stepped into a ring, he had to be compensated. His opponent's life was at risk, and maybe his life was at risk. It's what made Robinson become the Kurt Flood of fighters. It made him be such a prick to negotiate with. It's what led him to demand a cut of the film money, a cut of the radio, a cut of the TV money, to get the expenses up front, to renegotiate even after the contract is signed.
Ray is without a doubt the best negotiator I ever met.
All Poochie y'all can do is keep making $6 million, stay in his bracket. His bracket is between 5 and 10 million. My bracket is between, 50 and 100. The thing about me is this. You see the top on that? I got my own drinks, see? Right here, there's lottery soda. See, that's lottery soda right there? Let me get a good view on that. They got Coca-Cola, but I got cash-in cola. You know what I'm saying? You play the lottery, and then you unscrew it. I'm going to take y'all in here and teach y'all about my soda. Rock with me. The commentators, they want you to be, basically, oh, yes, sir. Oh, thank you for everything you gave me. I appreciate it. Oh, he the toughest guy I faced. That's not me, man. That's not me. Let me be who I am. This is me. And it's obvious I got to this point doing something right. I'm not out there making 30 and 40 $1 million paydays not doing something right. So it's obvious Floyd Mayweather is doing something right.
He was widely despised, but at the same time, while being an impossibly difficult and nasty negotiator, he did benefits.
Boxing's been very good to me, and I'm more than happy to donate my entire purse to the Damon Runyon Cancer Fund. I've gone into show business because dancing is something I've always loved.
He had a hell of a temper. If he got angry, everybody was quiet and stayed out of his way. He'd give me a heck of a slap or push if he thought I deserved one at that time.
She did not know how to deal with his philandering. She'd say, get those bitches out of here.
If you went to Sugar Ray's, you'd always see the queens of the hop. You'll see the finest ladies in the world there because he attracted him.
Dad would have 3 or 4 rooms in the Teresa Hotel where he would keep his girls. But anytime there would be a situation where he would be caught in the act or near the act or after the act, there would be violence that would be precipitated.
Somebody got to do it. It's a hard job. I know I go to strip club all the time. You got to push your ankles. And my lifestyle is plastic. I go to the strip club every day. I go to the strip club every day. Boy, my woman left me. My woman left me, got to go to the strip club every day. I can't help it. Forget it. Let me in my motherfucking house. Please, sir, let me just go. Let me in my house.
Even with this fake allegation against Floyd Mayweather assaulting his baby mother, you can just see the parallels or the similarities that they're waiting for Floyd to be humbled before they embrace him. When he's gone, he'll be called one of the greatest fighters ever.
Here's a woman that constructed the whole story of Sugar Ray Robinson, who he was, the cavalier, gentleman boxer, which I guess Dad was gentlemanly when he chose, but when it came to, he was as down and dirty as anybody else.
The quirk in American hero worship that I think people love you more if you have been humbled once or twice, if you seem vulnerable, if you have a weakness. And I think the same thing is true of Robinson. After he lost a couple times, reached the level of being a mere mortal and not a god, then I think he became more and more popular.